Hi, this is Never Kefri, the Positive Vibes Artist. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm unboxing my Ambassador Welcome Package from Monteverde Pens. They've sent me 3 of their gorgeous fountain pens and 3 of their magical color-changing inks. You will not want to miss this. I ink up the pens and I show you what those magical inks can do. Speaking of magical, my dog, whose name happens to be Magic. And back here is a little blue star. So thank you for watching. And if you like what you see here, I ask that you like and subscribe, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. So without further ado, what's in the box? Here it is. I am so excited. This is my Monteverde Brand Ambassador Welcome Package. Woohoo! I am so excited. Let me grab my scissors here so I can free the goodness that is inside this box. This box had a little adventure. We have lock package boxes at the end of the block for our mail. And the mail carrier, if you have a box that's too big to fit in your teeny tiny mailbox, will put your package in there. And they have keys that lock them, right? And they'll put the key in your mailbox. Well, they put my package in the box all right. They forgot to take the key out, lock the box, and put the key in my mailbox. So this was sitting in an open lock box where anyone could have grabbed this. And I about had a freaking heart attack. So anyway, thankfully it was still in there. Thank goodness for USPS tracking. I knew it was there. So I ran down to get it. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much to Yafa Pen Company and Monteverde Pens for these goodies. Wow. And I'll tell you what, this box is heavy. I'm going to pull everything out and then I'll be unboxing everything. I'm actually supposed to be making dinner right now, but like, to hell with dinner, right? This is the Anova Formula M. Oh my gosh. And again, I will be opening everything up to show you what's in here. The people of the world of Dogon tribe. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Awesome. And they even gave me my choice of 3 of their inks that are color changing. One of which goes from purple to yellow. That's my favorite color combination because, first of all, purple's always been my favorite color since I was a child. And because my high school colors were purple and gold. But back then, in the 80s, you know, back where dinosaurs roamed the earth, they couldn't do the gold metallic color unless you had like a varsity jacket. That's the only place you would see it. Otherwise, they would use yellow. So all of my high school stuff was purple and yellow. So I grew to love that color combination. Then I went to Northwestern University. I'm originally from Waukegan, Illinois. Northwestern is in Evanston, just 45 minutes south of Waukegan. And Northwestern's colors are purple and white. So hey, I was styling because I had a bunch of purple clothes already. Okay, this ink changes from brown to green. This one goes from burgundy to orange. So the other ink package is going to be the purple to yellow. And it will also include the magical stuff that you put on the ink to get it to change colors. So I've been using Monteverde for the whole time I've been into fountain pens. My first fountain pen was the Monteverde Prima. Actually, I think I have it on my work table somewhere. Yeah, here it is. This is the pen I blame for my obsession right here. This is the Prima, purple and white. Oh, I took the nib out because I'm cleaning it, but I thought it was still in there. But yeah, this is what began my obsession, and it's still my favorite pen. So here we go, and the color change formula, I guess, is packaged with one of the colors that you have in your order. So this is the purple to yellow. And there's the magic stuff. I don't know if this is, if it's bleach or what. I'm gonna, okay, it's sealed. I don't really want to open it to sniff it. I'll do that later in the video. And I'll also find out from Monteverde what that stuff is. For more information, scan the code. There you go. This is really awesome. And now I'm going to take a look at the pens. And then later in the video, I will be inking the pens and trying them out. The Formula M Bronze, I got that in a medium. Because I think that's a pen I'm going to end up really liking and using a lot. So, and I prefer medium. Here we go with the traditional Monteverde box. Look at that beauty. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. It's even prettier in person. And they'll always give you a couple of cartridges so you can get started right away if you don't have any bottled ink to fill the converter with. But I'm a Ferris wheel press Jubilee ambassador. I have lots of bottled ink and lots of colors. That's never an issue. Look at this. Oh, wow. Look at that. It looks like there's waves on the pen. Oh, wow. That is stunning. Just stunning. Okay, let us open it. I guess it unscrews. Maybe. Nope. Wow. Now this is the medium nib. But there you go. Oh, it's just a thing of beauty, is it not? Really. And there is the Monteverde logo. Forgive my reflection from the ring light. That just cannot be helped. And I'll often kind of twist things at an odd angle just so that reflection isn't hitting. There you go for the Super Mega. No, I mean Super Mega. The Innova Formula M pen. Oh, I can't wait to get ink in that one. Okay, now we're going to do Super Mega. Let's see. Another Monteverde box. I really enjoy these boxes. In my unboxing video for my Truffet subscription box, which I will link in the description below, I talk about how I use these, and I use these to store my ink cartridges and also syringes I use to fill cartridges with. I put them in these. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Is that classy looking or what? Wow. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And again, this one looks like there are waves moving on the pen. Oh, I love that. And there are the two mountains for the Monteverde logo. Monteverde in Spanish means green mountain. Let me crack this one open. Oh, I guess this one unscrews. All right, here you go. And that is the Omniflex nib. The great thing about the Omniflex nib is that if you carefully apply pressure on the downstroke, it will give you a calligraphy style of writing where your downstrokes are thicker than your upstrokes. So that's what the Omniflex nib helps you to achieve. But you have to be careful with it because you can press too hard and separate the tines here, and then that ruins the nib. So they take a little getting used to, but the Omniflex is a fantastic nib from Monteverde. I really like it. is actually in my Invincia for Monteverde. I showed this in my Truffet unboxing video as well, which is linked below, because it was out on my table at the time, and Truffet included in their subscription box a Monteverde pen. So I showed this one off as well. This is a limited edition. It's polished abalone and rose gold. And again, it has the Omniflex nib. Gorgeous, gorgeous pen. I really love it. And now we look at the Monteverde People of the World Dogon pen. This I got in a fine point. I do not like fine points, but what I have found in my experience with Monteverde nibs is that their medium tends to be an itty bit thicker line than other companies' medium. So I'm thinking that the fine nib may be somewhere between a fine to a fine medium. We'll see, but I wanted to try their fine anyhow. Look at that. Oh, wow. And look, it's got purple and yellow. Oh. And I can't let my daughter see this because it has orange and yellow, and those are her favorite colors. She will want it. Oh, wow. Isn't that amazing? This is a little bit of a heavier pen, but not a problem. But just the weight struck me. And let's see. There is no Monteverde logo at either end. That's interesting. But you see it on the actual pen here. But there you go. Oh, it's a beautiful pen. And this is the fine nib. So I will take a break. I've got to go and finish making my dinner so my husband doesn't get upset with me. And then I'll be back later with these pens inked, and we will see what they do. And we'll compare those nib sizes, and I'll show you how these color changing inks work. We're going to have lots of fun. In order to prevent this video from being too long, I'm going to combine my review of the pens with the inks and show you what they look like. Now this is a journal from Galen Leather. It is filled with Tomoe River paper, which is, in my opinion, the ideal paper for fountain pens. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write with each of the pens and let you know my impressions of it and how it fits me. I have what I consider to be medium hands. They're not large, they're not small, so that means they're medium. And I am also a lefty. Now, us lefties smear everything because, you know, when you're right-handed, you don't realize this, but you're writing from left to right, and so your pen nib is over here on the left-hand side. It's not interfering with your writing at all, even if you're an overhand writer, underhand writer, it doesn't matter. When you're a lefty and you're writing from left to right, bam, that's what happens. You drag your hand right through it. I had a first grade teacher, Miss McConaughey, and I owe her a debt of gratitude. She taught me to be an underhand writer. So I don't technically drag my hand through my writing, but once in a while, the edge of this pinky here will hit it. So we'll see if that happens in this video or not. All right, now what I did is I put each of the inks in each of the pens, and then for the magic potion, I put it in my Monteverde Prima. And this, of course, as I said previously, is the pen that started the whole thing. And I'll open it and show you that within the converter, it just looks like it's filled with water. You know, you can't even tell there's anything in there, but it's in there, and we'll be able to see the magic as I write with these pens. And I'll talk about them each in turn. Oh, and first of all, I did wonder in the earlier part of this video if this is bleach, and I did ask Monteverde if there was any bleach in this. Absolutely no bleach. Of course, they will not tell me what it is. So as far as I'm concerned, it's magic. So we'll just go with that, okay? It's magic. I'm going to set it over here. I'm going to talk first about the Super Mega Carbon Black. This pen is so beautiful, and it's a heavier pen, but it's not too heavy for my hand. And there is the Monteverde logo, which on this pen is raised embossed. And it's beautiful. And I ordered mine to come with the flex nib. I only have one other pen with a flex nib. It is the Monteverde Invincia limited edition abalone, which I have right here. And so this has the same nib, also in rose gold, just like in my other pen. And I really like this nib, but it does take some getting used to because you can't press super hard on it, you know, or you'll ruin your nib. And, you know, I have medium hands, but this pen fits me very well. I will say that the grip area is a teensy bit large for me, but I can still write with it without a problem. And I had fractured the radius in my left wrist in 3 places last year. And so I can no longer draw or write for extended periods of time. And so for me, for writing, my wrist tends to start aching in about 10 minutes. This pen did not make my wrist ache. I've got a couple of other pens from other manufacturers. They're a little bit heavier than the Super Mega. Those things bother my hands and bother my wrist, and I'm probably going to have to sell them. But this one doesn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write with it. I am going to speed up this part of the video, and then we're going to go in and see how the magic potion works. Okay, we're back to real time. And now I'm going to go over my writing with the magic potion. This is the color Burgundy to Orange of the Monteverde USA color changing inks. So again, I put the magic potion in my Monteverde Prima. And I'm going to go over this and see what happens. Now I'm doing this in real time, so if I make little errors, I make little errors. And I am basically drawing a line with the magic potion right where I would be placing a little drop shadow if I was using, like, you know, a Tombow light gray marker, for instance. And as you can see, it's already changing. Is that gorgeous or what? You can actually sit there and watch the magic happen. Now, I will say, for the Tomoe River paper, this ink, the color changing inks do bleed through. So if you have a Hobonichi journal, I use the Cousin myself, be careful if you use these inks in there. Now, what I did notice is I did use this particular color ink actually in my Hobonichi Cousin, and I'm just realizing right now, it did not bleed on that Tomoe River paper. Very interesting. Well, I had to put a pencil board underneath it to avoid it. See, it even bled onto the pencil board. But here we go. There it is. It just looks gorgeous. I love it. Again, this is the Monteverde USA color changing ink going from burgundy to orange. And I wrote it with the Super Mega Carbon Black. and the highlight is done with the Prima. Now I'm going to go in and check out the Dogon pen, which has a fine nib, and that is with brown changing into green ink. And we'll see how that looks. I just love the box that the Dogon Peoples of the World pen comes in, because it's got fuchsia and purple, and it's just so pretty. The Dogon are famous for a couple of reasons. First of all, for their culture, which has remained untouched for who knows how many millennia, and their artistic creativity in creating these masks. And also, what's very interesting about them, and I will read it from the card here so I can get it exactly right. There's a little information card about the Dogon that comes in the pen case. It says here, the people of Dogon are one of the most remarkable people in all of Africa due to their unique traditions, lifestyle, and culture. The Dogon people live perched on a sandstone cliff 1,000 feet high on Bandagara Plateau in a region located between Mali and Upper Volta, south of the Niger River. The Dogon people build their villages and individual houses based on their cosmology and dual symbolism of the male-female fertility. In the Dogon cosmology, the creator of the universe was the god called Amma, that represents fundamental dualistic elements of nature such as women and men, life or death, etc. Dogon people are also known for their knowledge about the Sirius star system, which dates back to 3200 BC, long before it was discovered by scientists in 1862. So, how do you think the Dogon knew about the Sirius star system before, the scientists did? That's what I'd like to know. They do say their ancestors came from the stars. So, yeah, food for thought, right? Especially with everything going on in the news these days about UFOs and aliens and alien bodies. And, it's like we're living an episode of The X-Files, which is one of my all-time favorite shows, by the way. But here is the ink I'm going to be looking at with the Peoples of the World Dogon pen. This is the color-changing ink going from brown to green. And here is that stunning pen. I mean, I love crazy pens. I'm an artist, so, the more colorful the pen is, the more I like it. And this one is just fantastic. And it's got yellow and red and orange and purple and black. And they all just blend so beautifully together. Oh, and a little bit of green once the black hits the yellow a little bit. Now, I ordered this with the fine tip. And I'm going to write with this first in the brown to green color changing ink, and then I'll go over it with the magic potion just like before, and we'll see what it does. Alrighty, we're back to real time here, and I am going to go over my writing with the magic potion, and we'll watch it do its thing. And of course, I start on the right-hand side because I'm a lefty, and I don't want to drag my hand through it. And again, I'm just applying the magic potion. Oops, wrong side. Oh well. On the side that I would have applied a drop shadow had I been using Tombow markers. Look at the green that's already showing up. I think that's just so cool. Now, there's all sorts of ways you can use this magic potion on the color changing inks. You can do this. You can use them to add a drop shadow, which is what I'm doing here. Also, what I think would be fun to do is to take the magic ink all on its own and draw or write with it, and then go over it with the color changing inks, because as long as this ink, the magic potion, is on the paper, the color changing inks are going to change. Let's see here. I'm going to make a little heart with it and color it in. I can barely see what I'm doing because the paper remains wet for a couple of seconds. I'll just go over it with the Dogon pen. And you can see it's changing color already. The top part I missed a little bit because I guess I went out of the outline of my little heart. Because, I mean, it is hard to see clear ink on white paper. But there you go. So that is the Monteverde color changing ink going from brown into green, which is just gorgeous, especially for fall. You know, imagine writing in your journals with this for fall. Really nice. Now I'll be talking about the Innova Formula 1, which has purple to yellow color changing ink. We'll see what that looks like. I would like to point out before I move on in discussing the Innova Formula M that, you know how I was saying that the carbon fiber feels like a pretty, you know, heavy pen. Well, the Dogon pen is ever so slightly heavier. I still don't have any trouble writing with it though, so I'm really happy about that because I love this pen. I love the carbon fiber as well. They are just such beautiful, stunning pens. And this one would be a great gift for a man. And actually, my husband was quick to say, when you're done reviewing these, can I have that? He doesn't know how to use a fountain pen. And he's a lefty. And he is a really bad smearer. So I would have to really work with him to teach him how to use it. But if he has the patience, that's what I'll do. This is the Innova Formula M. Now, as with the Super Mega, it has a really cool texture to it. The Super Mega has a coating on it, so you don't feel this. Whereas on the Formula M pen, you do feel the texture. And it's just really cool. And as you turn it, it looks like the pen's moving, like there's waves. There's also a really pretty black and gray checkerboard pattern. And across the back, it does say Monteverde Innova Formula M. Now, this is with a medium nib. That's the nib size I prefer. So, and I figured this was going to be the pen I was going to do the most writing with just due to its size. It does snap to post, and it's not a very heavy pen at all, even when posted. I've just gotten used to writing with fountain pens without posting them because so many of them you can't because you might mar the surface of your pen. So that's how I'm going to use it here. This pen is filled with the color changing ink going from purple to yellow. And that's one of my all-time favorite color combinations. Of course, my favorite color is purple. So there is the word. And then I'm just going to go in, and this is what I was doing on the sped up version. So if you wanted to see this in real time, I thought I would do this last example in real time so you could see how I was just going over the right side of the letters. because that's where I'm going to put the magic potion. I can't talk very well while I'm writing, so that's why I've gotten kind of quiet. I will say this pen writes so smoothly. I mean, all three of them do. And that's what I really like about Monteverde. Smooth writing pens. They activate with an ink change without any problem. And they're all, you know, they're just gorgeous. Now I'm going to go over this again with the magic potion. The color changer. Well, they call it the changer. And we'll see how this yellow shows up on the purple. And again, since I'm a lefty, I'm starting from the right-hand side here. Let me zoom in. And here we go. And again, I'm just going over the area where I would have added a drop shadow had I been doing faux calligraphy with Tombow markers, brush markers. And you can already see the color change going into effect. And I'm going to finish this off, and we'll see what the whole word looks like. But I really like this. You can get a lot of cool effects with your writing. I'll show you something else I did in the different journal at the end of the video. But there you go. This is the Monteverde color changing inks. This one is purple to yellow. And it was written with the Innova Formula 1. There you go. There's that gorgeous black nib. Again, this one is medium. If you have any questions about this, feel free to pop them in the comments below. I do check my comments. And again, below, all of my discount codes, my ambassador codes, my affiliate codes are all down there. You can save 10% at a bunch of different places. And if you guys have any ideas as to videos you'd like to see, let me know. I'd be more than happy to, you know, field all of your suggestions. But again, I hope you've enjoyed this review. And I was going to show you my other writing in my other journal. Hey, this is an Archer and Olive journal. I am an affiliate. My affiliate code is below. It saves you 15%. And this is what I did when I first got the color changing inks. I used a paintbrush to letter autumn, and then this is the burgundy to orange ink. And then I just took the tip of my brush and dotted all along the letters here. And I really like how that turned out. I will probably at some point be ordering an extra bottle of this because I've only got one bottle and I've got 3 bottles of ink. So, you know, the math doesn't quite work out here. So I'll definitely be getting more of this. So let me know your thoughts on the video in the comments below. Give this a like. And if you like what you see, also please subscribe. And thank you to all my new subscribers from this past week. I got 6. Yay! Thank you so much for stopping by and subscribing. That really helps my channel a lot, and the likes help, the comments helps the algorithm to push my video out there. And I would like everyone to see how lovely the Monteverde pens are. And again, this was a review and demonstration of the Monteverde Super Mega Carbon Fiber pen, the Monteverde People of the World Dogon pen, the Monteverde Innova Formula M pen, and Monteverde color changing inks in burgundy to orange, brown to green, purple to yellow, along with the changer, the magic potion. I very much thank the lovely people at Monteverde USA and Yafa Brands who sent me these items for review. I love them all, and I look forward to getting many, many happy hours of use out of them. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. This is Nefra Kefri, the Positive Vibes Artist, wishing you a blessed day.